Take a man of the whole family that went to hand is to be the man that's playing on my road.
If you want to play something, please go on and step it up. Come and speak if you like. Bring me some music. If you don't like the music that we have, bring me something different, okay? A couple people complain about some of our music selections, so that's okay. Bring us music.
Okay.
Can I interview you real quick?
What?
Can I interview you?
Yeah.
All right. First interview of the day.
CNN is terrorist media.
It's the CNN.
What brings you out here today?
Supporting Trump and his agenda, and just supporting the direction he's taking our country.
What is Trump's agenda?
It is American nationalism. We're putting America first. We're pulling out of the world stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have someone here that came down specifically
our
for Berkeley
country, our
today.
people,
This gentleman here, what's your name
and we're
again?
getting rid of all the corruption in Washington that
Mr. Rauch
works
came
for
down.
these huge
He has
multinational
a vision,
corporations.
a belief.
We're taking care of America.
Some of you might or might not like, but I'd like you to give him a chance.
Right.
He had an
How
empathy
personally
test
do you
Berkeley,
want to be taken
and he
care of?
invited people from
How
both
personally do I
sides,
want to be
the
taken care of?
Trumpers and the not Trumpers,
what
to
do
come
you
and
mean
speak,
by that?
What do you
talk,
want out of
dialogue,
your country?
discuss. And in fact,
Well,
after the rally today,
I want the
we
American
expect,
dream. I
and
think
we're
everybody
inviting right
should
now
be
some
able
of the people
to
from that
find
march
a
to
good
come
paying
over here
job,
and speak with
and they
us.
shouldn't have to worry about the jobs
We'll
being
see what
outsourced.
happens. We're
They
going to give
shouldn't
him a
have
chance
worry
to
about,
ask us questions. I'm even going to give the
eliminating
microphone, as I will to each one of you, and you'll be able to ask them some questions, what they think about Trump, what they think about the travel ban. You all heard about the travel ban. Who won the travel ban?
Not necessary for me.
Trump. Damn right. And we knew it all along, but all these stupid Obama appointees in the Ninth Circuit and different circuit courts. Yes. Thank God for the Supreme Court, and thank God for Neil Gorsuch. Now, he didn't do this on his own. The whole Supreme Court points that the president has a right to dictate his own immigration policy. And I'm sorry, I apologize if I don't get that. Mr. Rich, I'd like to address this crowd real quick. What would you like to say? We were in Berkeley.
Trump supporters that came and he sat down and he was wearing a bulletproof vest and his shoulders were hurting, so he actually authorized to give him a massage. And he talked about
Nobody left after the death of the drug lord. The situation's critical. Nothing is closer than hear the ballad of a dead soldier. This is the ballad of a dead soldier. Close your eyes and hear the ballad of a dead soldier. Ballad of a dead soldier. Close your eyes and hear the ballad of a dead soldier. We a coward, put your hands to the moon when my clock swing out. So you can hear some of this is terrifying.
What do you guys think about this?
It's pretty stupid.
It's
I mean,
Trump
everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so whatever.
counter Impeachment protest, because there's an impeachment march going on today.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Down the street. So this is a counter impeachment. Counter impeachment protest.
Both of them. I mean, everyone can believe what they want, but they're both stupid. So.
Right on. Thank you guys.
We're figuring out your signs sometimes can do that for you. And the other benefit is they will be filmed by the press. People have criticized our signs a lot, but they've been seen by literally tens of millions of people, our signs. Don't be afraid to hold up these Trump signs, these different signs. Find one that represents your views, because they get great press. The enemy pictures us, take pictures, films us, they laugh at us, and yet they're taking our message into their cameras and they're sending our message around the world. That's a great thing. So we got Love Donald Trump over there, we got one over here. Look for signs, don't be afraid to hold it up, or we'll make a new one for you. Alright? Very good. So, open mic. Anybody want to come and speak? You're welcome. And we still got some food here, don't be afraid.
There's some sandwiches up here. They have cheese and lettuce on them. They need to be eaten before they go bad. They're up here on the table. Croissant sandwiches. Please eat them so they don't go bad.
These people in the Rust Belt, they used to have these great factory jobs. They've all gone to China, and they're just sitting over here stuck on opium addictions. I really want to help these people. I want to get these people out of poverty, off of addiction, and back to manufacturing, back to
Which means that he's rallying against us in San Bernardino. What jobs? Okay.
For lower income. Can you mention some of those?
I think Trump has done a fantastic job right now on opening American energy. I think one of the greatest accomplishments that we've seen is and just leading up to that, he's pulled back a lot of these regulations on coal, especially fracking, and coal, especially in Georgia and South Carolina. The whole industry has been shut down, and that's tens of thousands of jobs just put out of jobs just because of didn't want corn. Just by Trump,
somewhere along the line,
just signing that.
he tried to apologize to everybody. He says he wants to come back. So he knew about this. So he's trying to come back. So that's why he's.
Have you been following any of the pipeline news as well?
Yes, I have. Yeah. I think that's pretty great. We got the Keystone Pipeline approved. I think one of the worst things our country has done is relied on foreign oil. We've been in 30 years of endless war. We've been, dropping bombs on countries all over, taking their oil. Our soldiers have been dying overseas, fighting for what? Not American interests at all. It's absolutely horrible. And these huge defense contractors are making a huge amount of money, and it's just ridiculous. All so we can get the oil over there when we have the oil over here. So by pushing the green lobby aside, pushing these neoconservative warmongers aside, we're able to focus on Americans' needs. We're able to get our own energy. We have a shitload of oil. We have oil in Alaska. We have oil in the Dakotas. We have oil everywhere that we could be using. We have 200 years worth of oil in our country right now that we could be using.
So do you think that we should be exporting it? The majority of the pipelines are for export.
We are going to be exporting some stuff, as part of trade. Right now, we've made some pretty good deals with China as far as coal. We're going to be working with China to give them some of our coal now, which I think is great. And once the pipeline is working out, I have no problem with doing that. Selling some of the oil.
If we got enough.
Yeah. But I think the important part is we need our own oil. We need to stop. We need to not be getting it from the Middle East. We're being held hostage by Saudi Arabia and these other countries, these big oil companies. and these countries are running our foreign policy. Saudi Arabia is running our foreign policy. Every war we go into is because of Saudi Arabia, and the reason is because, you know, they're our main oil producer, and we're tied to them. So by pulling back and you know, taking care of ourselves, our energy needs, using our own oil, our own coal, everything. I'm open to everything. If green energy works, if it's proven viable. Right now it's not too viable, but you know, if it makes economic sense, I'm totally good for, you know, solar, green energy and stuff like that. As long as it's not as long as we're not, you know, relying on other countries for our energy needs.
And then, what would you like to with our military? You said like
they already have this idea. The media is going to push it.
All right, folks, if you're just joining us, we're here at a counter-impeachment protest in Los Angeles, California. There's an impeachment march with 13,000 people confirmed going, and this is the counter-protest out front of the police station.
So many tourists that come here and they're like, oh, I'm going to go to Hollywood. You're like, totally understand. People already
how'd that go?
And our supporter Christine has just brought pot stickers. Pot stickers. I've had them before, they're wonderful. Step right up for free pot stickers. This is the potluck. We used to have a Trump street party. We're here to celebrate. Please join in the food, join in the festivities. Some people have spent time in that, so please come and enjoy it.
The problem is that Trump is going absolutely haywire in the Middle East. I was going to bring mine down today. Next week was going to be 90. Today's 79. And if I actually did us a favor,
Where are they?
well, we saw them. They were gathering down here. Security on top of. They're gathering.
What brings you out today?
Freedom, liberty, truth, love. None of that fake liberal love, real love, tough love, you know? And that's what our president has shown this country. We need to toughen up, we need to be strong. Everybody needs together. Black, brown, white, wherever you're from. Africa right here. Raised in America. And I'm proud of this country, man. It's given me and my family plenty of opportunity. So I'm out here supporting Donald Trump, 100%.
And how do you feel about the impeachment march going on down the road?
You know, this is what makes this country beautiful. Everyone's got a right to their own opinion. They can say what they want. It's what they call democracy, when really we're a republic. The fact that we can have differences and debate them and argue them without turning it violent, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but that doesn't seem to be the case right now, is it? So they can go ahead and have their march and their impeachment, keep bringing up false information from CNN, from all fake news media, but it's not working. Trump is just railing through that like it's nothing. And he's going to keep doing it until people play catch up. So go ahead with your march, 30, 40, 50,000. We'll be here like 300. But guess what? They won in the end, didn't they?
Do you think America should be a democracy? You mentioned it being a republic.
Well, that's what this country was based on, it being a republic. But the fact that we have a system, which is not perfect at all.
We have the lobbying, the corruption,
exactly,
corporate interests,
exactly,
the media,
and
the
for
government.
The first time, you have somebody who wasn't part of that, or who wasn't being funded by it, or being lobbied in that case. And guess what? Totally surprised everybody. And now you're seeing not only America, but other countries around the world, even countries in Africa. Everyone is looking up at this moment in this time of history we are having and seeing, okay, what kind of example can we lead? Now, it's not going to be perfect all the way through. We're going to have some bumps in the road here and there. Don't get me wrong. We're going to put Trump's feet to the fire with anything that he does wrong. But at the same time, we're going to celebrate the accomplishments, which he has. And in these past 6-7 months, he's done more than a lot of presidents have done combined in a long time.
Are you concerned with, this is probably my main concern, like with him being a businessman and using his platform as president to enhance his businesses?
Well, this is the thing. He's come out and has completely told the facts and actually shared all that documentation. I remember one of his press conferences brought up all these documents and folders and papers, everything that was detailing all the structures about his business and how basically he was putting that aside and letting his children run that.
Okay.
So to say that, okay, you're only going to use this platform to grow your brand, your business, and so forth, Donald has already done that. What does he need the Oval Office for to do it? You know what I'm saying? He's already proven himself. He's already proven from bankruptcy to get back on his feet and charge through, which is the American way. You know, you go through hell trying to raise and do your own thing, family, business, job, whatever it is. But whatever transgressions or whatever, you know, battles you go through, you end up winning at the end, and that's what Trump did.
Are you from Los Angeles?
No, not originally. Originally, I'm from Africa, Zimbabwe, but I grew up in Washington, D.C. and Maryland.
Yeah, we get that D.C. vibe.
Yeah, man, we're from the East Coast, bro.
Right on.
East Coast, guys.
Right, cool, thank you, man.
Thanks, man. What's your name?
Clark.
Clark? Nice to meet you, man.
Bad guy. No. Are you sure?
One of our liberal friends here.
No, it's not. But you guys are not talking. Right. You have to talk. And I told them they're running for this. Talk to them. But what? Talk to them. Talk. That's the way you talk. Of course. Accept it. No, I understand. Yeah. Accept it.
I think you'd meet her. You guys would get along. Yeah, she's a very good friend. Oh yeah?
What would you talk about that one?
Harley? Sorry.
Harley or Arlie?
Harley. That's the second time she was here. Holly?
That's why I asked you.
Harley. Oh my God.
We're talking about the Reaganomics at the times.
Balanced budget.
Thank you.
I don't know much about that. I've heard of the name, but I'm not as versed.
That's what I was kind of wondering.
Are you friends with Jennifer on Facebook? No.
I know. It's
Wife got me a new one.
and he's pointed not that.
What are they talking about? Wow, you can actually get up there and you can speak, and you're not being put in the hospital. So all of the components are Biden. And so,
Hey, just an update. I don't know if you all know, the rally is expecting their marches between 10 and 12,000 people. Now, I guess you didn't know. It's starting at Pershing Square in the downtown area, amongst all those big buildings. And they're passing right over here on Grand. They're moving further down to Temple and going on the other side of City Hall towards the Federal Building. Okay? Again, we've had emissaries to invite them to come here after the rally and have discussions. We have the empathy team here. But we're going to ask questions. What? What? So, but that's not going to happen until 1 o'clock. You won't see that the marches begin until 1 and 2 o'clock. So, just keeping you updated here. Looks like we have some people across the street here that'd like to talk with us. I wonder if we invite them over, they'll come.
What do you want the shirt to say?
Yeah, I'm coming in for about 7 different days.
So for instance, if you have a population of over... You're on the wrong side of the aisle. Let's bring it down a couple. Take your little white ass over there. Go suck up some nuts here.
This is exactly what I talked about.
He came over here. Yeah, he is. Bye now. Bye now. He's over here fucking being aggressive. You're a Nazi. So's your wife. Bye.
He's got a lot of mentals.
Yeah, you're giving me too much attention. Go home. Go back to Orange County and hate who you want to. So what I want is our country, our president, I am. What are you going to do? That's right. Don't touch me. You go to jail. You go to jail when you touch me, bitch. Yeah, Nazi. Bye, Nazi. Bye, Nazi. Bye, Nazi.
Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. You guys giving him way too much attention, guys. Come on, let's go.
No one's giving us attention.
Bye, Nazi. Go to hell. Your wife is waiting for you, Nazi man.
He's out for...
You're just mad. You're mad that we don't stand with racism. That's why you're mad. Because we don't stand with racism. That's why you're mad. So go.
I made no crime behind it.
Oh, we're mad we didn't get money. We didn't want any money.
Trump supporters. And you know what? We need their attention from you guys right now. America, kick the Nazis ass. Go home, Nazis. Yeah! Let's play a song for those bitches, baby!
They're collaborators of racism. Collaborators of racism. I'm a Trump supporter, and I'll tell you guys straight up. I know a lot of these people's first and last name, and I have screenshots of these motherfuckers saying racist ass shit. And they're over there shaking their head because they're scared that I'm gonna go to the fucking media. Guess what? Don't worry, guys. The media doesn't want to talk to me. I'll talk to the people.
Talk to me.
Yeah, what's up?
So they're white supremacist groups across the street?
Well, there's a small percentage of people in the group across the street that have white nationalistic values, and I don't agree with that because this is a diverse place. This is America. This is a free country where you have the freedom to practice whatever religion you want, where you have the freedom to practice and be whatever skin color you are and not have to worry about people judging you and calling you names. And you know what? If you go over there right now and you say anything they don't like, they're going to tell you to go back to Mexico just because you're tan skin like me. Guess what? I'm Caucasian. When I walked up here today, they told me to go back to Mexico. I'm waving an American flag. Why are they telling me that? Because they don't want me speaking the truth. They want to make me feel bullied and make me go home sad. Oh, I'm not a snowflake. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to be angry at them for what they're doing to me right now. They're not going to subjugate me or silence me or put gag orders on me. You know what? I literally have a gag order on me to not say anything about somebody here today. Because I know that they're a Bernie crat for California.
and that they called Trump a jackass, and now they're accepting donations on their page as a Trump supporter.
As an alt-right page.
As an alt-right guy. And in May 22nd, 2016, he said he no longer supports the NRA because the NRA supports that jackass. And he's taking fucking donations as a Trump supporter. So I'm just trying to point out to them the hypocrisy. And then they call me and then they say I'm a Antifa, or they say that I'm, you know, they blacklist me, basically. They say, oh, you're not going to be able to stand with us. And I say, that's fine, I'll stand alone. And then they say, no, you'll stand with Antifa.
So
no, I'll stand alone.
This alt-right isn't really about
No,
free,
we're the dark
free
right.
speech.
We're a whole new section. We're a whole new section of the right wing. We're not alt-right or alt-light. We're dark right, because they throw shade on us. They constantly throw shade on us and our values because we're virtue signalers. Because we believe in good morals.
They came to Cudahy to harass people because it's a sanctuary city, and they come and they call us illegal wetbags, and I don't think that's right.
This name-calling rhetoric,
and
like...
they brought a person with a gun to Cudahy. I don't know if you guys saw the news. They brought a person that he's a veteran, and he brought a gun and he pointed the gun to children and people, and I even have the pictures. But yeah, that's what they do. They try to intimidate
she's
people.
right. And in Cudahy, a reporter for the Red Elephants actually indiscreetly dispersed pepper spray out of the window of a moving vehicle at children in Cudahy. So just so you guys know, I'm not allowed to say names because people are threatening to freaking sue me.
They're gonna dox you, or?
No, they've doxed me already. They posted my wife's maiden name. They posted my wife's phone number, her cell phone number. They posted pictures of my 1-year-old and 2-year-old children. And I have a police report. One of these people, I don't know if he's here today or not. Probably not. If he comes here today and they ask him or see him, he'll be arrested. Because he internet harassed me. For an internet harassment statute in California, he's going to be going and having to see a judge for what he did to my family. And I was trying to point that out to people over there, and they were saying that I was a virtue signaler. I'm virtue signaling for protecting my kids.
So how much of this alt-right is really about nationalism?
You know, well, anybody that says 14 anything, okay? I don't know if you've heard... there's a gentleman who's a really prominent figure of these groups, and his figure of speech is 1476 in the streets, 1488 in the sheets. So let me break it down for you. The 14 stands for the 14 words of white nationalism. The 76 stands for independence. So they say 1476 in the streets, like it's cool, like it's culturally acceptable to be a white nationalist and to be about independence. But then they say 1488 in the sheets. Like behind closed doors, they're white nationalists, but 88 stands for the 8th letter of the alphabet twice, HH, Heil Hitler. So they are...
Low-key racist.
That is a very racist sentiment. And if you go to Based Alaska's YouTube page and you look at the video, which I'm sure is going to be deleted now, so if it's not there anymore, you guys know I'm right. It was on the 29th of June at 9 p.m. in a hospital room, and I'm not allowed to say whose hospital room it was because there's a gag order. So just so you guys know, there's a lot of fake shit going on over here, and I saw it from an outsider's point of view, and I tried to take a stand and say, hey, you guys need to start like addressing some of these issues, and I put it out there a lot of times, and I said I need to speak with a public relations person now. At this point, it's to the point where I need to speak with somebody from PR, and I asked for the PR for the Oath Keepers, I asked for the PR for the 3%ers, I asked for the PR for the Proud Boys, I asked for the PR for Los Angeles for Trump, I asked for the PR for MAGA, for ACT for America. I asked for the public relations for everybody that these groups are from. Nobody contacted me, and they blackballed me. If you ask questions in this little group over here, you get blackballed. Seriously, they will not allow you to come around their groups anymore or be at their events anymore. That's why we're standing over here, right? Hey, John, didn't we want to be over there with them today?
They don't want us there.
They don't fucking want us there. They'd rather stand there with racists.
They told me no, that they would use the police against me. And they did. The police told me I can't go over there.
All of us. All of us.
Are you from?
I saw the police thank a guy for trying to fight you like 10 minutes ago.
He did?
Yeah, that.
You know, like, it's These people ain't even patriots, man. It's sad. I know it's not all of them, but when you stand with racism, you're a collaborator. And, you know, these people have been threatening me, putting money on the internet, like $500 for me to fight a Proud Boy. I let them all know I was coming here today. No one came to collect that $500. I whatchamacallit, I asked them, can I stand over here and just be in there trumping it? And they said, well, you can stand in the corner and people are going to cuss you out and you guys would have to tolerate that. Like my son was going to come with us, but he was scared. And, you know, in fact, if like my son was crying, because I go, what do you think about the racism? And my son broke down and crying. Like, dude, I'm trying to teach my son to love this American flag, and they're changing it all up, and there's hate in this group, and I'm not going to stand by and just say no. I mean, I love my president, but I've never heard my president say anything about any culture or any, like, anything bad. Like, I don't think so. I mean, people don't like the wall and stuff like that, and it comes off a little racist, but you know, I don't think we should deport anyone.
But I'm just saying.
I think we should tell them, hey, look, fucker, you're going to be assimilated into an America. We're not sending you back to that shithole you came from. You're American. We're closing these walls. That's just how I feel. You know, I don't think anyone should have to go back to a worse country than our own. If you're like Canadian, send his ass back. He has a nice country. You know, but I don't hate people, and I'm having, you know, it's just, it comes down to like, these people burn rainbows. I'm not gay or nothing, but shouldn't do that. People have a right to be who they want. They have 1488, and I'm like, why? Like, dude. And then the people, when I show good people, like, you know, really good people, and I know they're good people, they're like, John, just turn the other way. And I tell them, I can't turn my cheek, man. I just can't. Like, you know, I'd be telling my daughter to forget about who she is. She's half Latina, and it's like, you know, what about all my friends? You know, like, it was hard enough when Trump said that all Mexicans were like rapists and killers. I have a four-year-old little girl. She's my friend's daughter. She's totally a Mexican. You'd think she hopped the border herself. And she goes, John, she goes, did you voted for Trump? And I was like, well, yeah, baby. And she's like, but he says this about us, because she knows I love her and I love the culture, you know, and I didn't know what to say to her. I go, you know what, everyone makes mistakes and says bad things. And you know what, I go, I don't agree with everything he says. And you know, and today I'm here on that same battle line. You know, I thought there was going to be Antifa here and I was going to get beat up. But I thought, you know what, this is worth the sacrifice to make sure that racism doesn't prevail over American patriotism. And that's pretty much where we're at.
Why'd you think Antifa was going to be here?
I mean,
pretty much they always show up whenever like a rally's organized. Sometimes like there's going to be a group of them like showing up.
and you know what, man? I mean, I'm not down with Antifa. They burn our flag and they're violent. Otherwise, I'm not even political. Like, I don't care about Antifa. Like, whatever Antifa's doing, they're doing. If they're not hitting us and they're across the street, they can say what the fuck they want. That's all I care about. I'm totally non-political. I totally don't care about none of the issues at hand. All I wanted was for people like these queers to go out there and trump it in safety. And I ain't afraid to get beat on. You see, I stay outside the circle. People might beat me up. The whole thing is like, I'm trumping it. And you know what? These people over here, I don't know, man. They're good people, but you know what? They're collaborating right now. I just wish, you know, things could be better, but it's not.
They're not all racist. They're not all racist. I got to make that really clear with you guys, because they keep saying that that's our message. That we keep saying they're all racist. They're not. I want to say like 75% of them are genuinely like tight people, man, like down to earth, like cool people that I would go and have lunch with.
Totally.
You know,
they're great people, a lot of these people.
And then there's 20% of them that are just followers. They're just sheep, you know, and they're okay with this stuff, and you know, they follow through, and they kind of like push the white nationalism rhetoric, even if they're not, you know, like all white or whatever. Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous.
They're not even white, and they're pushing the white agenda.
It's ridiculous. So, and then the 5%, those are people that are straight up like Nazis. There are white supremacists over there. I mean, whether they want to admit it or not.
We showed them on the Facebook.
There, see, we showed them proof. and they don't want to accept it. I tried to shake the guy's hand after we had a long conversation about, you know, why we're not standing with them today, and it's because we're not allowed to stand with them today because they want to, you know, they don't agree with our message of anti-racism.
This is censorship. You know, they talk about Antifa being censorship. This is total censorship by them trying to shut us up. Antifa says, don't come to MLK. Don't say your message. They told me, don't come to LA. Don't bring your message. My message is we should never hate anyone. If that's a bad thing, then I'll be the bad guy. Because you know what? I'm weak, they're strong.
Yeah, these guys say they're constitutionalists, but they don't even believe in the freedom of speech or assembly. There's such a hypocrisy over there going on, and it's funny to me because they say they believe in the Constitution, but they don't. They want to censor people.
All right, folks, we're going to wrap this up here and head to the impeachment march. Thank you for joining us.